Welcome to On Approach. This is episode 3.
63, climb maintain 13 down.
13,000, 063.
463, contact the New York Center, 128.3.
28 just with 63, good day. Hello, Captain.
And welcoming our host for today from the top, Mr. B. Crawley. Welcome, sir.
Good day to you all.
Sky 5, my friend. Sky 5. Put it right there in the circle. It has to be right in the circle. No, look closer. Right there. Sky 5, my friend. Mr. Spark Smudge.
Hello there, captains.
Hello, Captain. And Mr. Pear.
Hello from outer space.
Hello from outer space. He's our big blue orb. There's never going to be a face on Mr. Pear. It's just always going to be that glowing little symbol. He'll change his name.
I heard they told me that he had a horrific accident. He looks like the man.
What did we once say, that he lives in a wooden shack in the Norwegian mountains, and he has like 8 arms, and he's surrounded by like computers, and it's just arms and computers, arms and all day.
Fights with bears. And fights with bears. Yep.
What's everyone drinking tonight?
Coffee.
And more coffee.
And more coffee. All right, I've got.
Do you know why we're drinking coffee, Mr. Edson? Because it's stupid o'clock in the morning.
Stupid o'clock in the morning. It's stupid o'clock in the evening on my end. I've got some spiked and sparkling water. It's weird but good. It's by Truly, and it's with a hint of Colima lime. 5% alcohol, Mr. Sparks. Does that do anything for you?
Can we see the label? You know, let's have some subliminal advertising.
There we are. I should do it like this. All right, let's dive into our stories. We've
Get your Truly here.
A decent amount. Get your Truly right here. We've got a decent amount of things to cover tonight, and a few in the Xplane realm, which I think will make Mr. Pear very happy. Starting at the top. This one comes from me. Unlock advanced XPlane11 settings like in Xplane 10. Now, I only bring this report, but I have no idea what it's about. Mr. Pear, I'm going to pass this one to you first because you probably know what this is about.
Well, it's basically a little script thingy you put in your plugins folder after you download the Lua plugin.
So what kind of things does it bring back?
It brings a lot of advanced features in Xplane 11. Things like, you see them all listed there. All kinds of stuff you can enable, tune, tweak in a lot of different ways. It's more of the advanced stuff in Xplane, which pulls out data refs for different features. So you won't see this on sliders and on and off buttons in Xplane, but this is rather dealt with in this file. So if you want to have brighter clouds, you could do that. If you want thicker clouds, you could do that. It's a whole host of different features you can use by using this file. And,
I see balloons.
Yeah, when they announced this at the Cosford show, they touched on the interface. Mainly, they focused quite a lot on the interface. And one of the things we were concerned about is the lack of options from the interface, because they said all the options are there. They're in Xplane 11, but they're hidden away, and only devs and people who need to use them will have access. Tinkerers will have access to. This basically unlocks that and allows everybody access to them.
Yes, let me try. It's this is a file, so you have to tinker with it. But I know for a fact that somebody is making this file in an actual plugin. So you could, when this is finished, I don't know if it will be payware or not, but when it finishes up, you could download it, put it in your plugins folder, and you will have a menu on your left side, which you can bring up and do all of this stuff with just a button click.
Interesting.
So, yeah, so that's nice. I'm looking forward
So with the tinkerers in you, the tinkerers of you that are Xplane 10 tinkerers, you can now do it in 11.
So question, so Mr. Pear's an advanced explainer, so naturally if he were to go to the new version, he would miss the sliders. But let me ask somebody that is new to Xplane, Mr. B, looking at this list and using Xplane 11 on your end, have you missed any of this stuff? Does this interest you?
Yeah. I mean, that's very interesting because the menus are a bit limiting on Xplane. You know, you've got the two ends of the top bar there, and there's a couple of menus there. And when you open them up, they are not as comprehensive as you'd like. I mean, they certainly don't have these sort of features. I love that. The one that my eye goes straight to is enable or disable sloped runways. You know, I would love to know how many of the runways would be sloped if we hit that button. Because that's one of the things that I love about Xplane. As you say, I'm very new to Xplane. I've only literally been using it for a couple of weeks now.
I have my slope runways off. Mainly because what it does is it contours it to the landscape, obviously, which also means your ramps and stuff would be sloped as well, which doesn't always work unless you're somebody like Pear who tinkers with their airports and introduces slope runways and stuff. It can kind of be a bit off because it just basically it contours it over the landscape. But you know, each to their own. Each to their own.
Right on.
Stuff like this sloped runways is a feature which I think will come in Xplane 11 when it finishes. Some of these features are already in Xplane 11, but they just haven't put on the sliders and buttons for it yet because it's in beta still. So
yeah,
cool. Moving on. Next story, Dovetail looking for tool programmers. This one is submitted by Mr. LiveSparks. So apparently, Dovetail Games is looking for a programmer to work with the flight team. They're looking for somebody to develop and maintain tools for the flight sim. Could there be more to this? I mean, is this? I guess there are two reasons that you would need to hire. One is either you lost someone, or two is you need to speed up a progress of a project. What do you guys think?
Well, they did announce a delay just before Christmas to the release of the 64-bit sim. Maybe they're just pulling in the troops to get it going.
Yeah, you gotta, you know, I don't want to add controversy to it, but you know, you read between the lines. Have they lost people? Is it not gaining traction? Are they not? Do they not have enough people on the team to actually complete this project? You know, is it the people that are leaving the project? They don't have confidence in it. You can read a lot into that.
Yeah, very interesting. Well, we'll see if we hear anything this year about the Dovetail flight simulator. I personally am not going to hold my breath.
I do hope we hear something because it would be nice to have the full range of 64-bit competition. So your Lockheed Martin, your Dovetail games, and your Xplane. Let's have them head to head.
Right.
And that'll drive down costs, and for us anyway, the competition. And it'll give us a choice, you know.
It's true.
Absolutely.
Next story, FSLabs A320 update. P3D delays. This is a statement by the CEO, I believe, over at Flight Sim Labs. And they have explained that there will be delays with the P3D version. And
Delay.
Once again.
Once again,
Maybe.
right?
Maybe they are waiting for the 64-bit.
Exactly. That's my thinking.
Yeah. It could very well be. I mean, why would you put out a product so close to potentially needing to do a rewrite, right?
Yeah.
Especially one that's this elaborate. Because the A320 by Flight Sim Labs is supposed to be an incredibly elaborate project.
I would have thought they're maybe having to compromise the aircraft to make it fit into the box that P3D has available for it, and they're perhaps not willing to compromise.
Yeah, but
Right.
most CD cases are standard sizes, Mr. B.
It does say they're actually beta testing, though, so they must have, you know, some semblance of a working product already. It says the main part of the work is done. There are no major bugs remaining that are stalling the release currently on our end. A few have wondered why we have still not released it, therefore, even though the FSX version has now been out for a few months. We're also a bit frustrated with this. However, the reasons for the delay could be understood if you also visit the Lockheed Martin's forums to notice what's been going on with the latest 3.4 hotfix releases and the issues people are having with memory usage.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right, so maybe it is a vast issue.
Yeah, I mean, we all do know that a lot of people have screamed about resource use on this plane. So it could be that it's just not a fit with the current state of P3D. Because as we know, as flyers of P3D, like, we experienced these memory issues.
Yeah.
I've gotten a feeling at the minute that if you look at ORBX and how many products they've released since Christmas, I mean, there's not a lot, is there? And there's been a lot of stuff they're hanging on to, like HD buildings, Innsbruck, all these sort of things. I'm just wondering if they are hanging on now because of an imminent release.
Let's hope so. I really hope so. I hope, you know, I want to see the whole P3D market just slow down, and then you just know. You'll
Yeah.
like, oh, it's going.
Well, when you think about it, like with a product like this, if they know they're going to release it and have almost no headroom to play with because of limited resources of current iteration of P3D, but they know that if they wait a little while longer, that they have an unlimited amount of resources available to their product. I mean, it's
They can release the
pretty
beast.
straightforward, right? Exactly, unleash the beast, basically. Any thoughts, Mr. Pear?
No, I'm just hoping they get that 64-bit out.
Yeah.
The sooner the better.
The sooner the better for all products. Moving on, next story submitted by S. Simmons 1958. Preparing for LiveATC. Steve writes about a payware program that simulates ATC control that lets you communicate to the simulated ATC just as you would on the online networks, VATSIM, etc., but it's all on your own private computer, preparing yourself for the day you take your simming live on an online network. Have you guys heard of this? Pilot to
I've
ATC.com?
heard of it. Yeah, I've heard of it. I actually keeping an eye on this one myself because I mean I've got several ATC programs. I mean I've got ATC Pro X and I've got Vox ATC, and they're all very good. I have to say they're both very good systems, but they're just clunky. Hate clunkiness. And if this does exactly what it says it does, it's gonna be awesome.
Hi everyone.
Hopefully it's gonna do exactly what it says it's gonna do, and you'll speak to it like you would over VATSIM, which would be awesome.
That's full screen. I mean, that's like your entire real estate right here.
Mm-hmm.
Look, that's his sim window in the back running full screen, and that's massive.
It says it's going to be out holiday season of 2015. It's running a bit late.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Pre-beta.
pre-beta.
I'd
yeah,
like to know how it differs. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this one. I mean, if it delivers on its promises, then
We'll have to hear
could be
more
one
about
for
it
me to
from
pick up.
Steve. You know, maybe it's worth kind of having a follow-up with them. This seems pretty elaborate. I mean, it looks like a moving map, approaches. Look at that, it's pulling up his approaches. This is pretty elaborate.
I assume it uses full SIDs and stars and uses your Navigraph plugin, you know, Navigraph
Yeah, SID,
updates.
stars, approach. And lots of data sitting up top as well. Oh, there you go.
It looks very promising. I mean, it's something I'd like. A
I like the
decent
black
ATC
interface.
program.
How does it sound? That's my question.
Let's see if
Does
we
it
can hear
really-
the audio. Let's
Probably
see.
very robotic, but I'm
Like
guessing
Daleks.
robotic. Yeah.
Alright, let's see if we can hear some audio of actual chatter here.
Another one that here, and you pop it down.
Alright, here we go.
Move the screen to wherever you want it. I usually put it down here at the bottom.
So it looks like there's kind of a minimized screen he just
the
did.
bottom or the bottom. This lets you fly view. We'll have features are not implemented, and hopefully we'll have something out before.
Oh, he's just talking about hopefully having something. It doesn't sound like there was any. Oh, here we go. Call for IFR and taxi clearance.
Hello and welcome back to the...
There is a 10-day trial of version 2.
Alright, he's doing
One Victor
frequency.
Bravo standby.
Ooh, that's very fast.
Calculate our taxi route.
Very robotic so far.
Um,
They just told him to stand by.
Hotel, Gulf, hold short runway 1.
Interesting to see if it works over the network.
Beach 1 Victor Bravo, taxi to runway 2 via taxiways hotel.
Yeah, this is the kind of program you would like to have on a second monitor.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Here we are. We can
on a second monitor or on a second computer, right? Like just completely
Yeah,
separated
second
out.
computer.
Yeah.
KSLC.
Hey, look at that alpha keypad entry. That's
We're actually on hotel.
yeah, definitely. This is for a laptop sitting on the side. Cool. Well, thank you, Mr.
He's
Steve.
been
That's
waiting for
definitely something to look
64
out
bit.
for.
Definitely want to keep an eye on.
Yeah, I mean he's already using it, so it looks like it is a product that is already out. 2.0 is here. You can purchase 2.0 is here. You can purchase the V2.0 now. $59.95. Pilot2atc.com. So worth checking out. Moving on, next story is the M1 commercial version 1.0 official trailer. This was submitted by Mr. Sparks. Sparky, I'll let you introduce this while I play a video.
Oh man, this thing is, you know, this is what you say. Take my money. I mean, this is a simmer's dream right here. It's basically an industrial robotic arm.
Oh my god, look at that thing.
Attached to a seat. And, oh man, full 360, 180, every direction you can get in a sim, it will do.
You do not want to have drinks before that flight.
That won't fit in my Pigley.
Oh my gosh, look at this drop in! Wow.
That's awesome.
Oh my goodness. Dude,
Yeah,
that's intense. Can you imagine a
that's
dogfight?
Oh yeah, well they actually, if you keep watching the video, they do go on to DCS in a moment. And
Hey, I can do the same thing, guys. Look at my camera.
There you go. Red Bull Air Racing. Red Bull Air Racing is. I mean, this thing would be. You know, there's no price tag on this. I think it's one of those.
wow.
If you need to ask the price, you can't afford it. Perverse situation. But oh yeah, I mean,
Insane.
it is. This is the commercial available product as well, so you can actually buy this.
So this is
crazy.
at mm-company.com. Become a partner. Contacts. There's like a blog. Let's see what their blog entries are. Oh, okay. First post. That I guess they'll be. I guess they'll be writing something soon. There we go. Yeah, there is no price tag. Let's take a look at this PDF here. Oh my, you can build your own now. Got all the plans right here. Dude, look at this. Okay, so space requirement, 13.1 foot ceilings. I'm good.
I'm good. I'd have to move the bed.
You'd have to punch a hole into the downstairs. Excuse me, sir. I'm just going to cut a segment of your roof out. I need to fit my simming chair in. This is crazy.
That's just a dream. That's every simmer's dream right there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's wicked. Mr. Pear,
That's
thoughts?
fully immersive.
Can you imagine Elite Dangerous in that, Mr. Pear?
Yeah, that's fully immersive.
Can you imagine some of Sparky's landings in it?
Full back, full forward, face into the floor.
Why you dirty rat?
Next story, Susi Air scenery package under development in Indonesia for XPlane11. This one also submitted by Mr. Sparks Smudge. Whoa.
That looks nice.
Yeah, there are some, as you can see, there are some sceneries available already. I think there's 2 available already, but these, if you look on the list there, these are the airports they're going to be doing. And there's a lot of them.
Oh my. They're doing all the small strips. Yeah,
Yes.
these are all the ones we fly in the ORBX package right here.
Yep, yep. But they're all going to be available in Xplane for free.
Wow.
As I said, there's 2 available at the moment for download. And they look stunning. They look absolutely stunning.
Oh, nice. Sloped up and all. And a hot air balloon.
Yep, we've got a high air balloon. Obviously XPlane10, that
Obviously XPlane10. That's pretty nice. Mr. Pear, what do you think?
Yeah.
You're very quiet for an Xplane story.
Oh, it's very nice. Absolutely.
So yeah, we'll be out in Indonesia before too long, guys.
I think it takes more to impress Mr. Pear. More than some FedEx boxes.
Looks like they are actually doing some mesh stuff also. Getting those slopes going.
They look beautiful.
This is looking really, really nice. Damn. That's a nice shot. Coronado Caravan, is that right?
Yeah, looks like it.
So the Coronado Caravan's already in Xplane.
Oh, I've been for a long time.
Yeah. Oh gosh, don't mess with this lady. Don't mess with her.
She's
dude.
all Scottish. She's all Scottish, look.
She's like
They're wearing a kilt.
Just like the lady from Tom and Jerry.
Is that a guy sitting? Is that a guy sitting in a barrel?
Where? No.
Yeah, look at the guy there. Is that Josh Gibbs, maybe?
With the hat. Oh my gosh, dude. Amazing.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to these sceneries. As I said, there's 2 available. I have downloaded the first 2.
Oh, you've
And are
already
these-
grabbed it.
Are these freeware or do you buy
Freeware.
these?
No, this is totally freeware. They're doing all of them for free.
That's a huge plus in the Xplane community. There you go. Xplane.
I just wonder if Xplane will follow the route that FSX did, and ultimately they'll start to go commercial when they realise what the market is.
It's got such a big community, and you know they do it for free because they love it.
Yeah.
And also because the tools for Xplane are great to work with and easy to understand.
Yeah.
Next story. This one submitted by Siku Man. Hello, I am Siku Man. Hi guys, I have a topic for you guys to talk about. It's Infinite Flight Simulator. I love this simulator as I do not have FSX or Xplane, so I use this simulator. So he's telling us about Infinite Flight, and this is an interesting one because it's built for mobile platform. And I did some digging, and I had no idea that it got this advanced. I'll play the video just for some clips. This is at Siku Man's channel, by the way. You don't want to check that out. Siku Man IFGP group. These are nice. Now you have to think, like, that's on an iPad, you know?
Yeah, well, the iPads and mobile devices, they're getting really powerful now. They can start doing this sort of thing.
And they've got multiplayer. There's another player in flight with them. Obviously, like a kind of a HUD interface, a heads-up display style interface. A lot of data on the screen because it looks like the actual gauges themselves don't function, and I could be wrong, but I did try and catch them working, but I never could. So. But a good wide variety of planes as well. Moving map with waypoints and everything. I mean, it's gotten advanced.
Yeah, looks nice. I've never actually really played flight sim games on my iPad.
There's one for Rob Skip.
Look at that. I think there's definitely a market for this. I mean, like you said, right? I don't have P3D or FSX or Xplane, and he uses the mobile platform. This is a
but I mean, if you're traveling and you're on a plane and you go pull your iPad out and fly the same route.
Yep, definitely. So, go and check out Siku Man on YouTube to see more.
Never leave home without the flight simulator.
Never leave. Exactly, man. I'm gonna have to check that one out for sure myself. Another hot topic, Manchester X released by Aerosoft. This one posted by Aerosoft. This is looking real nice. Real nice. But I know Mr. B is probably going to be the expert on this since he is in the UK and I believe had some pretty in-depth experience with the UK 2000 release as well for this. So, any thoughts on the Aerosoft or anything that made you think you needed to wait?
I knew that UK 2000 were going to be releasing the version 2 of Manchester on the 14th of January, so I wasn't really surprised when Aerosoft dropped this one on the 13th. There's been some initial negative feedback regarding it, and I think what we have here is we're going to have two camps of people again. We're going to have the people that love UK 2000, going to stick with that, and we're going to have the people that, you know, are loyal to the Aerosoft brand. Whether or not I have not bought the Aerosoft version because I wasn't going to pay, was it $20 for something I could buy the next day for £8?
Oh, is that? Oh, wow.
Yeah, if you already have the UK 2000 V1 Manchester, then you get 50% discount on the latest version, and I did buy that. I've used it. I'm happy with the performance and the look of it. They've rejigged the terminals to bring it right up to date, and I believe it's more up to date than the Aerosoft version at the minute. Having said that, I need to put the rider in place. I have not used the Aerosoft version, so, you know, I can't really slag it off or praise it.
Is it just me, or do these buildings look 2004-ish?
Yeah.
There's something about it. I mean, I'm strong in the Aerosoft camp myself, and I'll have to do my deeper research on this. There are some elements that just kind of are jumping out at me, but overall, it looks like a nice airport, and it's in the $20 club, so that's a plus as well. But I think you might be right with this one. It's just going to split people right down the middle, right? I mean, you have options there.
Yeah. I mean, I fly up to Manchester in sim quite often. I use it as a milk run. I do London to Manchester because it's only like a 40-minute flight in a jetliner. So it's a nice little milk run or something if you're just testing out. And I've had no issues with the UK 2000. It's a beautiful airport, and I haven't updated yet. I will do. I will get the update for it, and I'll probably leave the Manchester X on the shelf with Aerosoft's boxes. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's possible I'll be picking this one up myself. I haven't had the best experience with my UK 2000 stuff. Just the purchasing, I just greatly dislike the flow of purchasing through the site. We'll see though. I am going to do some research. The price difference, we'll find out in a moment when we take a look at the UK 2000 product what that price difference is. But this is coming in at around $20 US, which is very much so an impulse buy price point for me with scenery or with planes. But I did see a few buildings in here that were a little bit on the boxy side. I don't know if it just happens to be what the real building is like or the angle or what, but this is looking pretty angular to me and not alive, if you will. Moving on, we've got let's see. UK 2000's Manchester V2 released. It's back to back, man. Back to back.
Yeah.
Existing owners of UK 2000 Manchester get you a substantial discount.
The good thing about UK 2000 is you can actually try it before you buy it. You do get a cut down version, and you can actually use that as long as you want. But you can see if you see on the website there,
right,
what's included and what isn't. Gary, who I think is a one-man band with some beta testers supporting him, is very responsive. I'll give you an example. Last week I purchased for my friend's birthday an airport from Gary, London City I think it was, and I paid with my PayPal and it ended up on my account instead of my friend's. So I dropped him an email.
Yes!
Within a couple of hours, there it was, and it was in my friend's account. You know, the support's excellent.
So the photo reel to me doesn't look as strong in this product at all. But that could be sim specific as well. I don't know, Mr. B. I might have to take a look at some pictures from your sim. But these are not selling me right now at all. I mean, look at this road. I definitely would have to take a look and see if it, what I'm seeing here is sim specific or representative of the final actual product on a well-powered system.
He's renowned for doing really poor screenshots.
Oh yeah, is that right?
Yeah. And if you ever visit his forums, you'll see the people that comes up time and time again that Gary doesn't sell his products very well.
Maybe we should get you to do the screenshots, man.
Yeah, or you. Yeah. But yeah, it was a first day purchase for me. Also, just to add, I mean, you're all aware, well, my friends here are aware that I'm in a virtual airline. If you're buying this product from scratch and you're in certain virtual airlines, there's a 30% discount straight away. So wow. you're paying like £13 for an extreme airport, and the amount of work that goes into that, it really is a cheap price.
Yeah. Looking good. All right, definitely one to look into. I haven't bought either yet, but I will be making a decision probably by next week because I do like that region. Moving on, ORBX announces LEBB Bilbao Airport. This could not be better or worse timing. Better timing. It's a great time to go to Spain. Let's take everyone to Spain because we're going to Spain. So I'm going to sidetrack right here. I'm going to sidetrack. Our next tour just got announced today, and we're off to Spain. We will actually be landing in Bilbao as well as part of the flight plan. So this is going to be an exciting tour. That's what I'm hoping. I hope that I can add it here, but I don't know.
I doubt it.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
I mean, the key with ORBX is that when they have their final shots, and I mean, there's a lot of stuff pending at the minute if you look back on their website.
Yeah, this is first screenshots of many to come.
Yeah, yeah. I would think you're probably looking at April, May for this, if you're lucky.
That's looking so beautiful, though.
Yeah.
Look at this detail. That antenna looks so nice. Shipping docks.
The cliffs look like a bit of guano.
Is this part of the approach pattern?
Good question. Is this part of the approach? Because it would be nice to fly over this. Let's see what we can spot. So I don't see a runway in this view.
Yeah, I think I saw a runway there.
There's no runway there. Were you here?
Up in the left corner.
Happy lights.
It's like, yeah.
Right there. Little red, little white. Okay, so yeah, it looks like this would be your approach.
That's probably where you vass out then.
right as soon as you come over the containers.
The city.
This shoreline is incredible. Look at that.
Yeah, it looks real nice. They really go to town on their sceneries.
That's photoreal masked shorelines for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm laying the
I mean, I love ORBX, absolutely. Usually a first day purchase for me.
Oh yeah.
But once again, this is the thing. They're going to bring this out, and do you purchase it now, or do you wait for 64?
I think personally I'm waiting for 64-bit now, because what I don't want to do is buy something that's going to me out for a few weeks and then I have to pay 50% again to buy a new one for the new version.
There's your approach pattern question. Wow.
Yeah,
that's got to look nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's got to be real nice. Cool. This is definitely one to keep an eye out for.
I can almost hear the tinging.
Ding, ding. Moving on, next story. This was one that I scooped up pretty quickly, and I actually had some input to the developer. This one made me a little bit mad. So this is a hot topic for me. Pacific Island Simulation, KSLC, which is Salt Lake City, Utah, beta leak and threat. So as you can see here, the source is no longer available as the developer has deleted it off his Facebook page. However, I copy and pasted the text because I predicted that happening. So here's the deal. Apparently, he says, folks, the host server system that holds our product files inadvertently, so let's just dumb that down, accidentally sent out 15 download links of KSLC beta files without my authority since yesterday. Okay, so accidentally, we the developers sent out 15 keys. Right? Whose mistake is this? Already is the developers. The 15 folks who successfully downloaded the beta files from the server has their IP addresses timestamped and stored in the server database. Since the 15 folks know who they are, I'm asking that you come forward by writing to me, the developer. The beta files have legal annotations referencing copyright laws, so I am giving you this only one chance to respond to this message through my email. I will pursue this matter further if you folks don't come forward. The pitchforks came out in full fucking force. Everyone in the damn Facebook page, these guys better fess up. These guys better confess. Blah, blah, blah. And by the third post I had it. I went and I was like, look, I'm really sorry that this happened to you, but this was your mistake. So there's nothing people need to confess to. And you need to reach out to them because you have their addresses, because they got emailed out. Reach out to them privately and work this out privately. Say, hello, I know that you received the key. This key is now invalid. Please remove the files off of your computer and do not distribute. Whatever. Deal with it privately. But this shit? How do you feel,
It just sounds like a witch hunt to me.
To me, it sounds like they don't have the IP addresses for the folks who downloaded it, because if they did, they wouldn't have to do this.
Sky 5, Mr. Pear. Exactly. I mean, do they think we're stupid? I guess so. And it's shit like this that, you know, I understand that many of our development houses and developers in the sim world, they're small, they're one-man bands, two-man shops, whatever. But that does not prevent you from having to be a professional. Like, this approach pissed me off, and it should piss more people off. After I posted that thought, more and more people were liking my response and saying, yeah, man, like, this is kind of harsh, dude, you know? I don't know why he deleted it, but he did. There was one other reply that I didn't save that said something along the lines of, for update number 7, 4 people have come forward, and if I don't get any more until I'm satisfied, then there will be more serious issues. Come on, buddy.
See the acronym. See the acronym for his company name anyway.
What is it? Piss. God damn. Oh my god. And like,
not with a mouthful of coffee. Come on, guys.
I can't. Look, this is a completely open forum. I'm welcome to say whatever the fuck I want, because in the end, I'm gonna buy this product. I want this product, and I'm going to speak with my wallet, and regardless of whether or not this guy rubbed me the wrong way, I'm going to buy the product because the product I like. It looks good so far. This is the one we had a peek at last show. In episode 2, we had a look at this in detail. And that, for most of us, was a buy. But then some shit like this comes out, it really makes you question the developer. But regardless, buddy, we're going to buy your damn scenery, okay? And I hope you got your 15 keys back or whatever the hell it is that got back. Get together with Mr. Trump and figure out how to secure your things from hacking, because apparently he's going to stop all that for the rest of the world, too. No more hacking.
Yeah, because Trump's the man.
No more hacking. Moving on, we've got one last minute one that just came in today. The A.D.S MD80 for Xplane announced. Does this excite you, Mr. Pear?
Absolutely. This one excites me.
There we go. See, that's the voice of excitement.
That's Norwegian delirium.
He's jumping up and down right now. Look at this thing, boy. It's sexy.
Yeah, it looks good.
So go ahead.
That's one of the things that earlier on put me off purchasing Xplane, was the good quality airliners and aircraft that I felt were not yet available, and they seem to be trickling in now. And that can only be good news for Xplane.
Oh, look at those textures.
That's sexy, dude. Yeah, that's so nice. It's stuff like this, right? Look at the thickness of the needle.
It has 3D instruments.
Yes, exactly. Like the actual needle has depth and shading. And I bet you that shading changes, dude. I bet you that shading changes. Man, that's nice.
That screenshot is 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Look, inside the headphone port. This is not a photograph. There is an inside to the headphone port. Damn.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Oh, look, the door's open. IXEG.
Is that still a thing with the IXEG, where the doors don't open?
That's why I won't buy it yet.
Working on a big update for it.
Although I have to say that the stairs are not self-leveling. It looks like only one leg is touching the ground. little bit of a peg leg going on there.
Yeah.
They need to stick a wooden block under here. Or turn off sloped runways.
Yeah.
Might be a bit wobbly. Mind you
bit
step on the
wobbly.
way down.
Yeah.
Could do with some immersion lines on that.
Look at that. That's amazing.
It
And
is
look, they're
nice.
using our Dirty Wings mod.
Got the dirty wings. Yeah, that's a good looking plane, man.
Looks nice, yeah. I'm not a big fan of the pencil liners, but it does look nice.
I am. I'm actually actively always looking for a good one to buy, and I've been eyeballing that Cool Sky DC9. Is it? Am I right on that one?
Yeah, Good Sky,
Yeah.
they have the Super 80. This is the
Super 80. Oh, this is that. Okay, yeah, I've been eyeballing that one, and I believe that it will end up in my hangar eventually. So, Cool Sky.
It does
My
mention
birthday's coming
underneath that it's not fully compatible with XPlane11.
Oh, is that right?
A specific dedicated version for XPlane11 will follow, but no plans right now.
Oh, sound like
So
ORBX.
so that's not good.
Yeah, but it's the same as the IXEG. Isn't XPlane11 compatible, but it does work.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I like compatibility, I'm afraid, when I buy something.
Yeah, these
Does look
screenshots
nice.
just keep getting better and better, man.
Yeah.
That's good, man. That's definitely one to keep an eye out then for the Xplaners. It's getting high reviews, and it got our guy very excited over here.
I just hope they got a nice range of liveries, because a lot of these planes, you know, they only come out with a couple of liveries, but it looks like they got a nice range.
Default one plus 10 other liveries. They've got Alaska, Alitalia, Allegiant, American Airlines, Delta, Finnair, Laser, Meridiana, SAS, and Span Air. Additional liveries, over 70 planned, and all based on real airlines, not fictional ones. Holy crap.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
there might be one fictional one. Just to compare.
There might be just one fictional. Fly TSL, baby.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
That's gonna wrap it up, man, for our main topics. There are a few worthwhile mentions for the tail end of the show. We've got an update to EasyDock 2.0. They have introduced the camera set manager. It's a little button that you now click, and it pulls up all your existing camera sets, so you no longer have to export, save to the desktop, and re-import into another livery. They all now live in this little pull-out drawer, I guess I would call it, like a little slide-out drawer. Additionally, they introduced a camera lock, which makes it so that you can lock a view, and then no matter what you do in Sim, it will not change that view. That's actually a pretty cool feature for those people that like to kind of bump things by accident. So, German Airports 3, Hamburg updated. This one brought to you by Aerosoft. There's a small update for the Hamburg airport. ORBX also announces the Yak is back. So if you fly out in Yakutat, Paya will be getting a patch with some new features. SimStarter NG 1.44 revision 07 update. Important fixes. I brought this one into the hangar. I had an issue where the SimStarter on my machine was consuming 100% of available space on my Sim drive. Like, we're talking hundreds of gigs that it was consuming down to 0. What was happening is there was like an infinite loop with the log files. So it was creating log files, zipping them, putting them into a log file, and then creating more log files and zipping them and putting them in, and it was just this non-stop thing. It's fixed. Go and update if you use SimStarter. And last on the list for the week is the the Razer CEO confirms theft of 2 Project Valerie triple display laptops from CES. So, fellow flight simmers, if you're thinking that you're going to go to Starbucks and open your little triple screen laptop and do some flight simming, somebody wants to have a word for you. Take those things back. They're looking for you. They're looking for you. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode of On Approach. Any updates on your personal streams, guys? Anything coming up this week that our viewers might be interested in? Any special flights, anything like that?
Hey.
I'm continuing my Pacific Northwest tour, weekday mornings UK time. We're flying from California all the way up to Alaska in a A2A Comanche. So that's approximately 9:30 Zulu UK time.
There you go.
Weekday mornings.
And Mr. Sparky, what do you have coming up? Your time slot?
I'm not going to give dates and times because you can watch this in the future and it'll be gone, but you might be able to catch it on the VOD. I'm going to be flying out of. I think I'm going to be flying out of Texas and heading down to Cuervo, St. Lucia, down in the Baja California area. Quite a nice flight in a little bizjet.
Oh, a little bizjet action. Nice, nice. And what are your regular scheduled days?
I stream
UK time.
My UK time is 6 p.m. Sorry, 6 a.m. 6 p.m. See, this. Yeah. 6 p.m. Sundays I do my world tour flight. I'm continuing my flight around the world in the A2A Comanche, which is nearly there, man. Only got about another year to go, and we'll make it. But that's every Sunday at 6, and then every Tuesday at 6 p.m. as well. I do an ad hoc flight. It could be anything from hot air balloons to business line airline. You never know what you're going to get on it.
Right on. And Mr. Pear's been streaming something very unique lately. He's been on the creative channel streaming airport work in Xplane. Mr. Pear, you think we're going to see some of that this week?
I don't think so because I have taking a bit of a break right now. So.
Elite dangerous.
Mr. Pear
Elite dangerous.
Currently, Mr. Pear is currently in a galaxy far, far away.
Exactly.
There you go, folks. There you go. And as for me, we'll be starting our monthly tours once again for 2017, kicking it off with, as you see here, Spain. We're doing the northern part of Spain. It is going to be extremely scenic. You're going to want to join this. It is Monday nights, Wednesday nights, and Friday nights, 10 p.m. Pacific time. That's the show that I host. I also may or may not go live at any other point in time mixed into there as well.
Can I give the UK times on that? That is
yes,
6
please.
a.m. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Beautiful. Thank you all for viewing. Hope you enjoyed episode 3, and we'll catch you next time. Until then, see you back at theskylounge.tv. Please submit your stories because we'd love to discuss whatever it is that you find and bring us. In the meantime, also make sure to check out The Sky Lounge on twitch.tv. It's twitch.tv/theskylounge. Have a great one, everyone. Sky Fives.
Sky Five, guys.
63, climb maintain 13 down.
13,000, Tempo 63.
463, contact the New York Center, 128.3.
28 for Agent 63, good day.